stream running properly. But I won't make this a crazy long live stream today. Simply because I've used up a hell of a lot of data with doing these live streams every day, and it's meant that I've got just a little bit left before I'm run out completely, and I'd rather not be fully out, because there's always a reason why it's worth having the slightest bit of data in case of like an emergency or something. Not that an emergency will probably happen, but you know, touch wood, everything is all good. But yeah, it just means though that until I think it's the 1st or 2nd of October, my data resets, and at the moment I'm just over 80% through all of my data, which is wild. But then I have done for the last couple of weeks a live stream of about 45 minutes every single day, so it is quite a lot. But no, what I'm going to do though is I'm going to just wait a couple more days, then I've got my data back. I'm also though not going to be traveling in and out of London as crazy frequent as I have been with filming with Ephraim. So then that just means that I'm not going to be doing so many live streams walking to and from the station. But what I thought I'd at least do is just kind of run through just a couple of ideas and a couple of things that are going on. So I am, of course, still doing filming with Ephraim. We're kind of on like the last stretch now before we officially finish, and then he leaves London and goes to a different city. So as you can imagine, he's exhausted, I'm exhausted from all the walking and the big commitment of going out every day, which has been really, I've been really proud of him actually for it, because it's not easy to be going out consistently, and I think it's been a bit of a shock for him, just the mileage that the mileage that he's done, because we've easily walked about 300 miles so far over the last couple of weeks. I'm kind of hoping though that by the end of all of this I'm roughly around about 500 miles, because I think it'd be mildly entertaining to actually play the I Would Walk 500 Miles song if I've done that distance genuinely. But yeah, I'm kind of slowly coming to the end now of doing filming with Ephraim. He's done a really good job. We're getting content every day. He's going to have content that should last him months, absolute months, for his YouTube channel, which if you want to check it out, it's Paul University. So yeah, that's kind of that with him. So it'd be nice to just have a little break from next sort of Tuesday, I think. So I'll probably have a bit of radio silence on that day. I think I just plan to just literally stay away from my mobile, stay away from my computer, and just go on the PlayStation for like literally like a whole day. I've got games that I want to sit and play through. So it'll be nice just to kind of treat myself as a reward. And then I'll get kind of making videos, and then I've got more filming with Christian. So if you don't know who Christian is, Christian Casanova. I've worked with him when he first started, helped him get started with his channel as well. And he's coming to London, so we're going to do some filming together to help him get some more content ready for when he goes back to Thailand. And the idea I've also got for the live streams, I must admit, they're a bit different to what I'm used to. Sit and make videos where I can plan them out, rather than, you know, trying to be on the spot and being kind of somewhat improv-ish. But I really like the practice and the experience from it. I think I do genuinely think it's really good, even for when I make videos. So I'm going to catch up with Ed at some point. So that's Ed from Ed Game. he probably needs an actual last name really, rather than just being Ed Game. But there you go. But no, at some point I'm going to catch up with Ed, because Ed and I are going to potentially sort of film each other, not in a rude or naughty way, but we are going to actually film each other doing approaches, hopefully, which will be really, really good. Bear with me as well. I might be going through like a slight dead zone area. I do get moments where the internet kind of comes and goes, or maybe the audio kind of comes and goes. So do bear with me if that happens. But yeah, so I'm going to hopefully do some filming with Ed, and we'll take turns so I can finally have some in-field content, proper in-field content on my channel. So I'm going to catch up with Ed at some point, and we'll sort that. Hopefully I'm going to get some footage before the weather starts getting too cold and before it starts getting too gloomy. So Ed and I will sit and have a beer and just have a discussion about, okay, well, yeah, how can it work with us filming content for each other? Because I think God only knows that my YouTube channel really needs in-fields, and I'm also a big believer in, like, you've got to prove what you preach. And you know, so far I've only got just talking head videos of me, and I've kind of got a couple of videos, only a handful really of my coaching. So I'm loving the idea of getting more, which kind of leads me on to another thing. I'm also going to be doing another little mini transformation series. I've got my best friend Owen. He's looking to get back onto the dating scene, and actually him and I met about a decade ago through being wings, doing pickup, and he was actually Sam Overton's client at one point. If you don't know who Sam Overton is, his YouTube channel is Fluid Social, so you can kind of see I can name drop very easily many coaches that I have worked with over the years. But Owen wants to put himself out there again. He wants to get back on the dating scene, and actually he said he'd be more than happy for us to go out together and me do another filming and feedback session with him. So I've got one already on my channel of Bill, really great guy, got great results from it. He found the actual experience really useful, and I'm going to have another series like that. So I'm going to go out with Owen for 4 hours. We're going to film him doing approaching, and then we'll sit in a coffee shop another day, or he might end up staying around mine. We haven't quite decided yet, but we're going to go out, do that, and then we'll actually watch through the footage together, maybe in a coffee shop. So you know, and walk through his infields, talk about like things that he can tweak and change, and then I suppose because he is my wingman, the likelihood is then we'll actually go out, do more approaching together, and then he'll put the changes into practice, which will be really, really beneficial. So I don't know if I'll capture that on camera, but at least I'll have another transformation series on my YouTube channel, and even throwing the idea out there, like, guys, if you're looking to get free coaching, and I do mean free where you're not having to pay a penny, be open to the idea of having your conversations recorded. I'm really not worried about the dating side of it. It's more about just having conversations with people and just helping you to better communicate your confidence, and also just working on your social anxiety. And if you want that, by all means do reach out. Like I say, it's free coaching, but the only thing that you're essentially agreeing to is that content can go on YouTube. So if you're happy with that, do please let me know. Hang on, we just walked past this car. I don't want to get squashed. There. Hello, Yoda Plays. So let's see. So I covered a transformation series, new transformation series with Owen that will be coming over hopefully in October. Coming to the end with filming with Ephraim. I've talked about that I'm going to be getting some in-field demonstrations finally. Once I've caught up with Ed and we've just had a discussion about how best we're going to do it. The live streams as well. Oh yeah, I've had to slow down with the live streams just simply because I've nearly run out of data on my phone. So I don't want to just put myself into a situation where I am desperately in need of data and I don't have any. So I'm just trying to ration the last little bit. Oh, and the last thing as well that I don't think I mentioned is that I really have enjoyed doing the live streams, particularly where I kind of like open the floor to you guys to ask questions. Hang on, we just crossed here. Right, I might go through a dead zone again in just a moment, so if I do, just bear with me. I think sometimes either the audio goes or the video goes just slightly, but just bear with me. But what I'd love to do and make it a regular thing, and it doesn't even necessarily have to be like once a week, it might be maybe twice a week or 3 times, but I really like this idea of having my discussion live streams where you and I can talk about the dating industry, the pickup industry, particularly in London, and actually answer your questions about it. And that's for people who have experienced the industry. Maybe you're on the fence about it, maybe you absolutely dislike it, you know, whatever it is, then I want to be able to have a conversation, because I think the more people who understand what the industry is about, that yes, there are some bad eggs in it, but majority of it is really good, that I want to be able to allow people to get a better understanding of it. I've been in the industry now for, what's crazy, when it comes to the early start of next year, I'll be in the dating industry for 17 years, which is wild. So I've seen it all. I've seen its booms and recessions. I've seen many coaches come and go. And I would really like to be able to, again, just, you know, talk to people about it, and maybe you'll get a better understanding of it. And if you're actually looking for help, whether it is for social anxiety or even like dating advice, that there are plenty of coaches out there, and that you shouldn't feel afraid to go to them for help. So I'm going to do these streams in the evenings. That's what I was getting to. I'm going to do them in the evenings where I can actually set my camera up properly. I'm not worried about like the data or the live stream issue on my phone, and I can have like much better audio, much better signal, and then we can actually have proper discussions. And I think there'll also be more people available in the evenings rather than during the daytime. I am very wary that me doing the live streams at this time now isn't always the most ideal. There are people at work who are watching this. There are people who are maybe traveling to and from somewhere, and you know, they don't get the opportunity to properly like interact. It's usually by the time I get to the train station that then people start sort of like finally joining, and they're like, "Oh, Daniel, I've got a question about this or that." So I'm gonna do my discussion streams, I think, in the evenings. I think that would just be better, and then at least it can be more relaxed, it can be more chilled, and I can open the floor up to more people, and hopefully I can get some really great questions in from you guys as well. So that's that. And then and then the one other thing as well is that I have had a few consultations and stuff come in, which has been really great. There's been some that I'm not quite right for, at least not yet, so I've given them other recommendations of things to do first. And then there have been other clients or other now clients who have booked in more for a bit in November, a bit in December, and even for the new year as well, which is just amazing. So I feel really humbled by that. But just at least letting people know there are at least still 2 spaces left with my birthday offer. I won't stop the offer until the end of the month if no one wants to claim it. I can also resonate that some people are putting now their money towards like holidays or towards Christmas and stuff. So, you know, it is totally understandable. But if you want to get a 7-day coaching of getting filming and feedback and cold approach coaching for 5 days out in London, and you want the best possible offer, then I'd love to give you at least my birthday offer still. So like I said, there's 2 spaces left for that, and that's £1,000 for the week. There is a hell of a lot of hours that go into it, but you will get all of the feedback that you need to be able to work on your confidence, and hopefully after we have at least finished working together, that you can then carry on cold approaching on your own, which is for me one of the most important things. I'm not talking about you then doing it religiously and you have to be spending hours upon hours and your entire life doing it, and and giving up like friends, family and work just for the pursuit of it. I don't want that, but I want you to be able to have that ability that if you did see someone that you like, you can just go for it and not regret it, and just find that courage within yourself to have a conversation and see where it goes. So definitely, if you are interested in coaching, by all means head to my website, go onto the Calendly link on there and then book a call with me, and I'd love to be able to have a chat. I'm one of those people, I'm not pushy on the phone. I don't do any sales stuff. I'd rather just have a conversation just to see if we're right for each other and just to see if you are genuinely interested in coaching. And I work with both men and women. I think cold approaching is a fantastic skill. However, some people might feel it's kind of taboo, but I think the benefits of being able to practice talking to strangers, especially if it's even people that you're attracted to, really does act as such a metaphor for how to live your life and face your fears. And I work with everyone for that. So whoever you are, whatever your background is or whatever, if you want to accelerate your confidence faster, then by all means do head to my website. Like I said, I've got a birthday offer, 2 spaces left, which I'm offering. In fact, I've actually now got a week available in October. So with the 2 spaces I've got left, it can be either in October or November to claim. But the opportunity is there for you if you really, really want to change your life for essentially what is half the price of what I normally do. But yeah, I mean, if anything, I'm one of those people, I don't like doing too much of a sales pitch, and I'm aware that I've kind of done a big spiel there going on about a sales pitch. But the offer's there. I really do enjoy helping people, and I like being busy, and I genuinely don't mind actually doing like a half price thing if it means that someone's going to take action and within the space of a couple of months that they're going to genuinely change their lives. And you only have to watch some of the testimonials that I've got on my where it really has made a difference. It really, really genuinely has. So right, let me just have a look at the questions. Buy me a PS4, brother. No, I had to buy myself a PlayStation 5 Pro, so I think you can buy yourself a PlayStation 4. Although, why would you want to get a PlayStation 4? Why not a PlayStation 5? That's kind of surprising, Steve. That's I think you need to sort of play a bit of catch up there, my friend. So Lily, hello Lily. Are you in London today? I'm going on Sunday morning. Yep. So at the moment, I'm working with a client who's flown over from San Francisco for a month, and he booked me to do filming. He booked me to do filming every single day this month. So we started on my birthday on the 2nd of September, and we're going to the 29th or the 30th. So I am in London literally every single day. It's certainly a really, really great environment to go and practice your social skills in. Plenty of interesting multicultural people around, and it's really, really good. So if it's your first time going to London, I really hope that you absolutely that you enjoy it. So what else we got? Inspired by something. I love the names, I really do. I hate to say it, but this one here been heavy on my conscience. My nonchalantness just took a life over some nonsense. Scarface. Oh, okay, you're doing a quote there. Okay, that's not a bad quote. So can I ask a lady question? I hooked up with a lady from a gym twice. Both times I couldn't finish, and she dumped me the next day. And she wants to be fitnessed. Do you think me not being able to finish offended her? I think that's probably one that you need to speak to her about. I mean, communication is a very, very important thing in intimacy. She wants to be friends. Well, there you go. Then I mean, yeah, that's kind of your answer there. There's not really much more you can do. I mean, sometimes that kind of experience in the bedroom Sometimes women can take offence to it, sometimes not, but usually in those moments it's better just to be honest and just say like, oh, I just can't quite get there, and just express it, and usually a girl will be okay with that. That's not something to feel ashamed of, but what I would say is, yeah, communication is always important. This is such a different topic to what I've just spoken about in this live stream, but yeah, there you go. But no, good question though. But yeah, well, definitely things like that would be great for the discussion live streams that I'll do, because yeah, I think just at night having questions that again help hopefully guys with, or women as well actually, they're just helping people with maybe some dating stuff. Again, I've kind of got 17 years in the dating industry. So I mean, I'd like to think like I do know a thing or two, and I can give some good advice. But no, questions like that would be perfect for doing the discussion live streams. So yeah, so I think I'm sure I've covered everything there. I mean, the main thing was just emphasising lastly that there is at least sort of still some coaching spots left at a really heavily discounted price. I'd love for them to be busy and to be filled, but also at the same time, it's absolutely okay if no one takes them. But if you are looking to actually work on building your confidence, if you want to face your fears and stuff, and you're kind of done sitting at home and not being happy with maybe not even just your dating life, but just your social life as well, then by all means do head to my website, and hopefully I can speak to you and give you some feedback about what you can do going forward. But I think that's it. I think that's where I'll leave it. Like I say, I am trying to still limit my data. I don't really want to run it out completely, at least not for now. It does reset at the end of this. Is it the end of this week, or it might be like next week? So I'll be able to properly do more live streams. But otherwise, I'm going to do the discussion stuff later in the evening. So I hope everyone has a good day. I really appreciate that you've watched this live stream, and that it gives you just a little bit of insight into what's going on, and maybe also why I just haven't put anything out over the last couple of days. And as you can see anyway as well on my channel, I've not been able to put out a video for a month. I've just been so knackered by the time I've got home from filming with Ephraim that I've just literally had no energy to make videos. So at least doing these live streams has been a good alternative, shall we say. So I'll leave it there. Again, thanks for watching. If you haven't subscribed yet, please do. Every subscriber helps me to reach more people and grow my audience more, and I really want to help people as well. So thanks for watching, and until the next